I am not associated with Hasbro My Little Pony. Friendship is Magic is owned by Hasbro. This has some info for up to season 4 and some info for the graphic novels, so if you haven't already, go read/watch them before seeing this video. Also, keep in mind this is a fan theory, not canon, so these are my own thoughts. Hello and welcome to my theory on how Discord is the keeper of the elements of harmony. What this means is that it is Discord's job to find bearers of the elements of harmony and make sure they are right for the position, but seeming as it would be a job, I believe he does it his own way, mostly to make it fun so he doesn't get bored with it. And before you say that doesn't make any sense, Discord is the creator of chaos, the maestro of disharmony. He can't have anything to do with the elements of harmony, as Discord says in the first episode he is shown.
Makes sense. Oh, what fun is there in making sense?
Discord.
And now, before I start the next part, here is the description of chaos. Chaos, complete disorder and confusion. Now let's go over the things Discord has been shown to do in the first 2 episodes. He's shown in the return of harmony. He made rabbits have long legs. He made corn popcorn. He made chocolate milk raining cotton candy clouds. He made small, cute furry animals big and tough. He moved in and out of inanimate objects. He's teleported himself and other objects. He's removed Pegasus wings, and unicorn horns. He's moved the elements of harmony from a locked door that Celestia said she is the only one able to open. He's transformed into a balloon. He's made apples move and talk. He made Rarity think a boulder was a diamond. He could not influence Fluttershy to hate her friends like he did her friends, so he forcefully changed her personality. He's transformed the land to have hills everywhere and the walls of buildings to be all warped. Now, what do most of these have in common? They are the exact opposite of what the ponies are used to. The small animals are now tall. The bears stand on 2 legs all the time and do circus tricks. The chipmunks are from small and cute to big and tough with tattoos. The land and buildings are all warped. He made the corn popcorn. He made the clouds made of not water but cotton candy, and the rain was a strong tasting liquid not made of water. Now that we've got over what he has done, let's go over what he hasn't done, or what he failed to do, depending on how you look at it. He made the main 6 hate each other, sure, but he did not make them want to stay away from each other. He stayed in Ponyville, the main 6's home, even though he could have moved on from there after creating chaos there. He failed to stop Twilight and Celestia from contacting each other. He also got blasted by the light of friendship, which turned him to stone, which he apparently already had happened to him before, and yet he did not teleport out of the way. Did you know there is over 130 different types of apple cider, including Ace cider, Angry Orchard, Black Star, Fox Barrel cider, Mary Down, Old Rosie? What? Oh right, videos about Discord. Okay, so let me continue. Now let's also go over some odd things that happened and what I think about them. Princess Celestia sent Twilight back her letters exactly when she needed them most. When she was feeling down and when she was questioning her friendships. And when she was alone with Spike and not near Discord. So, what I think is Discord told Celestia is if she wants to help her students start sending her letters back. And why? Because Celestia is nowhere near and Discord was the last one to see the 2. Now another odd thing is the fact that Discord, who supposedly got blasted by the power of friendship before, decided to stay in Ponyville despite the fact that that is the easiest place for the main 6 to find him. And when they did start blasting, even though he has shown he has teleportation abilities, he stayed right in the same spot and got blasted instead of getting away, and I'm pretty sure in the same pose as the first time he was a statue. And why I think this is because it might have been a test to see if they can use the magic of friendship after they got split apart before. And why do you think Celestia decided to take Discord away, even though that would keep him away from the ones that could defeat him if he escaped again? Because the test was over, so he wasn't needed there. Luna was nowhere to be found during the entire debacle. Now this one involves a later episode, the reason why, so I'll go over that later. Discord got out of the statue before any other big villains showed up, and how? Because the Cutie Mark Crusaders were fighting, and yet if that was the only reason, he would have broken out way before, because of how many school trips would have taken place there and many fillies and foals that could have gotten into fights before, so he must have known he needed to prepare the next bearers of the elements. Also, he knew exactly where the elements were, how to get them out of the door that Celestia said she was the only one who could unlock it, and it wouldn't be some knowledge that every pony would know, it would be a guarded secret. There are two explanations for this one. One, Discord has the connection to the elements and knows where they are at all times, and since he has the power of teleportation he does not need to open the doors, he can just teleport them out. And two, Celestia knows about Discord's intentions and is helping him throughout the episodes, so she gave him the elements before she called for her student, which would also how Discord knew what would affect which ponies, because Twilight would have told Princess Celestia about her friends. What I believe is it is a mixture of the two. Now let's go over the next part that Discord is shown keep calm and flutter on. This one is fairly simple to explain. Discord sees the reason that he is there is to be able to be close and keep an eye on the main six and just do his job. That's why when Princess Celestia says Fluttershy would be the best to be friends with Discord, he doesn't really act like it's all a big deal until later on when Fluttershy gets angry with him because of the way he has been acting, because all this time he's been acting like the villain. He doesn't realize that he could actually even try friendship, so when he finds out he could lose the only and first friend he ever had, he does not want to lose that friend, so he does what he is asked to do. Now Princess Celestia, she didn't even think about Discord's job. What she was thinking is Discord could actually make a friend of his own. That's why she told Fluttershy to try and not the other main six, because she was the only one willing to give him a chance despite the way he acted before. Now Princess Twilight is next. In the first episode, the main six except for Fluttershy blamed Discord without any proof that he had made Princess Luna and Celestia disappear and made the forest out of control, and yet Discord stuck with saying he had nothing to do with it, and he even said their zebra friend might know what to do instead of just letting them fuss over what to do. In the second episode, it's shown that Luna and Celestia both used the elements of harmony to defeat Discord while he just sat there. I think this is important as it shows that this was a test for the princesses to see if they could use the elements of harmony just like Discord did for Twilight and her friends. Also, Princess Celestia said that playtime was over as if he was just having fun instead of saying your tyranny is over. Kind of odd, don't you think, if he ruled the land before the princesses stopped him? Also, when he says what have you got there, he does not look confused on what they are. I think he knows exactly what they are, and even though Twilight's friends said she shouldn't be there, Discord, well, seeming like he was saying it was a good thing, worded it so that Twilight went back into the forest to help them, and also before that he showed he could make parts of the forest's vines disappear. He even waved goodbye when she went back to help her friends and he was smiling. And when they completed it, his fun was over on that part, so he couldn't mess with them anymore with his words and powers, so that's why he was upset. Also apparently, he planted the seeds which helped with the lesson of sticking with your friends, which showed that he and the tree could control the vines. Now Twilight's Kingdom episodes are next. Now instead of any of the princesses sent to stop Discord when he is weak, who is sent? Discord, I believe, because Discord said it needs to happen, but the reasoning why we aren't shown until the very end. And before he leaves he tells her he wonders what's locked inside the chest of friendship, and he also marks some things in their friendship journal which he said they should look at before he left. It's also shown how they got their keys of friendship. And again, Discord takes on the role of villain, but he, thinking Tyrek might betray him, decided to keep Twilight out of the picture, and then he got the necklace which he thought Tyrek wanted to be friends, which I believe yes he did in fact think Tyrek wanted to be his friend when he said he truly didn't see his betrayal coming. And then when Twilight chose to save Discord, that proved she was ready for the power of friendship, so Discord was able to give her his key of friendship and she finally got her own castle. And then after that Discord's role as keeper of the elements of harmony is over and he is finally able to go on his own grounds and figure out his own friendships fully before he has to take up his role again and find new bearers for the elements. Now that we've gone over the episodes, let's go over the graphic novels because they contain more than one comic in them. In My Little Pony, Siege of the Crystal Empire, instead of trying to take over the Crystal Empire with the other villains, Discord helps Fluttershy defend it. In My Little Pony, Omnibus Volume 2 Discord in the opposite role is shown to outright say he is a good guy, but they don't show how, and at the back when he wants to hang out with Fluttershy and the cutie mark Crusaders and he brings them in his time machine. One of the places he brings them is a lot like when Twilight and her friends faced Sombra, and yet instead of helping him he helped the cats defeat Sombra. It's also where Sweetie Belle tells the cat that looks like Twilight they should use friendship to defeat him. And that would not have happened if Discord did not bring them back. What's also implied that it was long enough that Discord forgot about it and before he met Fluttershy, who keeps his escapades and antics in check. In the book My Little Pony, friendship is magic. When all the show villains that were around Star Swirl's time and 1000 years ago origins were shown, Discord's the only one that was left out. Now let's go over some other things. 1. How can Discord test people to be worth of friendship if he's not so sure himself? Now this I believe is the Tree of Harmony has magic, but I believe it can also think, but it cannot move and cannot talk, so therefore since it cannot do those things it cannot test those that are worthy itself, so it needs some pony to do those things for it. Some pony who can find ponies to test, some pony who is okay with being portrayed as a villain, some pony with high magic capabilities, because that's how I think it can communicate. It can communicate only with beings of high magic capabilities, and so it tells Discord how to test ponies and what to do, but gives only the basics so Discord can do it his own way and will not get bored with doing it. 2. What makes the keys for the chest work? The keys become keys from items based on one simple rule. If a pony that has shown one of the elements to some pony, whether or not they realize they have done so, that lets them do that element to others. For examples, Rarity taught Coco Pommel to be more generous even though she just meant to be herself, and then later Coco spent her time without expecting any pony to appreciate it, put on a play for free to help her community. Fluttershy in It Isn't Easy Being Breezy taught Seabreeze how instead of being mean it is better to be kind. And in Pinky Pride, Pinky didn't even realize that she had taught Cheese Sandwich how to spread fun and laughter way before she even got her element, because she was just doing what she does as a kid when Cheese Sandwich learned from her.
For the one who threw that party, it was you, Pinkie Pie.
Me?
Yes!
Really?
Really?
So, when Discord gave Twilight his key and said that he believed it was a symbol of great friendship, it should not have worked, because just because he thought it was a symbol of friendship doesn't mean it was. He showed a better symbol of friendship in Three's a Crowd when he actually made a friendship necklace and gave half to Twilight, where he actually put some thought into it and what was on it when he made it. 3. Why was the elements of harmony before they were returned to the tree? Why were they kept in a glass case when they were first shown? They were kept in a vault. I believe because they are not needed to be kept in any specific spot, because Discord has a special connection with them and knows when they are in trouble and can protect them if the need arises. 4. In the Hearth's Warming episodes, if Discord supposedly rules the land before Princess Celestia and Luna, why was there no mention of him? I believe it is not because he was wiped from the history books, but because he did not rule the land. He just needed that as an excuse to be considered a really bad guy that needed to be stopped in the first episodes that he was shown, so that the main six would follow through with his test. Now I am going to leave you with a riddle. One mare has a basket with 15 apples, and then she removes 4 of the apples. How many apples does the mare now have?